Hello and welcome to the Shine Your Soul Light Pick-a-Pile readings. So for this session, remember these are only fortnightly. This session, the three crystals that we have are Mookite, Moss Agate and Citrine. So you the energies of these, you may be drawn to them purely by looks or by energy. It's really up to you. But just to give you a bit of an explanation, Mookite is an Australian jasper. It is a very grounded, anchored crystal. It's so beautiful. It helps you to balance your energies and anchor you into the earth. Very stable crystal. One of my faves, Mookite. Now we have Moss Agate. Okay, Moss Agate is very much about connecting with Mother Nature and being outside with the fairies and the elementals. This is a beautiful crystal as well. It also helps with manifesting. Okay, a beautiful crystal, especially to connect with nature and being outside and manifesting, and happiness and lightheartedness as well. And then we have Citrine. This is a Citrine point. All right, please focus. The Citrine crystal is the energies of the Citrine crystal are very much about your power center, your solar plexus. So self-esteem, confidence, your powerhouse. Okay, joy and creativity as well. Strength and courage. All right, so take a moment, take a deep breath in and have a think about what crystal you are drawn to the most. I'm going to pause you and then we're going to get stuck straight into it. All right, so pile number 1, Mookite. First question, first card, what lights you up? And we have time to decide. Make a decision based on your heart's true desire. Okay. Next question, how do you stay illuminated? Mediumship. You have the natural ability to connect with departed loved ones. Interesting. Third question, why is it glowing? The Well Watcher. Wisdom, power of the divine. Fourth question, action to take from your heart. Change the scenery. Okay, so let's tune in. All right, what lights you up? It's time for you to decide. There's a few things that light you up, but it's really time for you to get crystal clear, because at the moment you may be feeling a little bit hazy, all right? A little bit ungrounded. Maybe that's why you were drawn to the Mookite. So the more grounded you are, the more you'll be able to gain a little bit more clarity, because you're pulling all of the energy and the confusion out of your head and anchoring it down into the earth, okay? You're getting out of that mental chatter that goes on. So it's time for you to decide. Now, if you're still having trouble deciding, then maybe it's time for you to write a pros and cons list, okay? Then the organization of that, which is very much about being grounded in earth, getting yourself organized, pros and cons, is going to help you tune into a little bit better what it is that you would like to do, what lights you up. Now, how do you stay illuminated? This is interesting, mediumship. What I'm being told from this card, all right, is that you actually are being shown signs from your passed over loved ones. Now, whether or not you're noticing them or you're recognizing them might be a different story. So, how do you stay illuminated? Talk to your passed over loved ones like they're here with you, because they are, and ask for some crystal clear signs, because that is what's going to help you get clearer on what lights you up, okay? Now, Yes, you could be very connected with spirit, and you could also be a medium yourself or wanting to open up to your own mediumship abilities. So this might be something worthwhile looking into for your own highest good and well-being. Okay, but you've got a very strong connection with spirit. This is what this is saying, a very strong connection with spirit. Why is it glowing? The well watcher, wisdom, power of the divine. Now this, it very much connects with you having a connection to spirit. Okay, see the well there? It goes on forever and ever and ever. It's also a number 7. Now number 7 is the number of well, it's a number of spirituality, and it's a number of spiritual truth as well, and it's also a very grounded number, so it's perfect for Mookite. But in this case, you have a very soul. You've been on this world before, as many of us have, but your soul has learnt many lessons, and you'll have this inner wisdom that's innate within you that helps you to understand things from a different perspective, and that's why you're open to connecting with spirit more. Okay, so it's glowing because you came here to be of service in some way or another, as your soul has been of service for many lifetimes before because of your innate wisdom. So it's glowing because that's part of who you are. All right, action to take from your heart: change the scenery. Now it might be time for you to either A, move somewhere else, or B, maybe try something different. Okay, maybe the reason why you're finding it challenging to decide what to do is because you're still doing the same old thing, and you're like a mouse on a wheel. Okay, and you keep doing the same old thing and expecting something different. That's the definition of insanity. What we need to do is try something different. Get off the wheel and go and try something different. Be vulnerable, open your heart. What do you have passion towards? Okay, what don't you have a passion towards? Just walk through a door. Any door will do at this point, because you'll learn from whatever it is that you do. Okay, you'll distinctly know whether yes, it's for you, or no, it's not for you. Okay, or yes, I need to learn a little bit more in order to get a grasp on something. Okay, so affirmation for trust: oneness is my true nature. So that's a beautiful affirmation. You might want to take a photo of it, screenshot it, pop it on your phone. But ultimately, what this is saying is that in order for you to get focused, it's about getting organized so you can make a clear decision. You've got lots of information in front of you. It's time to get organized so you can make a clear decision. That's what lights you up. How do you stay illuminated? You connect with your past over loved ones, all right? Yours, or maybe you're here to be of service in a manner that helps you help others to connect with their past over loved ones. But either way, right now this is about you and your soul. Connect with your past over loved ones, or spirit. Okay, why is it glowing? Because you've had this innate wisdom within you. It's time for you to tap into that. Action to take from your heart: try something different. Get out of your comfort zone and try something different. Change the scenery around you. Maybe have a little trip away or a weekend away. Affirmation for trust: oneness is my true nature. Okay, so if this resonates with you and you feel like you can feel yourself in this picker pile of Mookite, then by all means, in the description box below this video is a link to PayPal, where you can click on the PayPal and pay $8.88 for the extended reading of pile number 2. Now in the extended reading, we'll be diving in to branch out a little bit more on these cards and ask a few more questions and gain a lot more clarity about what are you deciding about. Okay, what is the mediumship about, and things like that. Where is the scenery? Where will you go? All right, so I'll leave that there. Thank you very much for picking pile number 1, and feel free to watch the rest of the video or leave it there and have a beautiful day. Okay, thank you for choosing pile number 2, the moss agate, which is about connecting with nature and being outside, manifesting and lifting up your spirits, and talking with the elementals as well. Interestingly, we have the fairies card here, so that's pretty cool. All right, so what lights you up? School. All right, so it's time for some study. The answer that you're seeking involves going to school. It's time for some study. That's what lights you up. It's time for you to learn something new. It's time for you to open up to learning some new skills, learning some new information. There's something within you that needs to be triggered by you going and learning something new. Okay, how do you stay illuminated? Fairies. You have a strong bond with the fairies, and your life purpose involves helping Mother Nature. So being outside in nature, hence why you were drawn to the moss agate, is that's how you stay illuminated. So get outside a lot, okay? Talk to the fairies. When I go out in nature, I actually talk to them like I'm talking to you now. But if you don't feel comfortable with that, you can always talk in your head while you're outside and imagine that you're having a conversation with them. It's your intention. Often when I walk outside, I'm guided by the fairies to pick up rubbish, okay? Because the fairies, they're a little bit of you scratch my back, I scratch your back type of energy. So if you help them, they're going to help you. So how do you stay illuminated? Is you be helpful with the fairies and connect with them on a regular basis to lift up your vibe, lift up your energy as well. All right, why is it glowing? The cosmos, creativity and vastness. All right, there's a beautiful moon in there, and we're coming up to a full moon this weekend. All right, and it's a full moon in Pisces and the sun is in Virgo, and so this full moon is very, very, very creative and very, very, very heart-centered. So you may find yourself being very sensitive this week, okay, or around the full moon, on or around the full moon. But it is glowing because it's time for you to connect with your creativity, to open up your heart and feel into you're not the only person here. All right, stop focusing on your woes and opening up to the cosmos, the greater good of humanity and for everybody on the planet. Okay, it's glowing when you get out of your comfort zone and you start to realize that there is a bigger picture involved. All right, especially around the full moon energy, because everyone is going to be affected by the full moon. That's the ebb and flow of the energy, and the moon in particular. So if you're already feeling down and out on a full moon or leading up to a full moon, and then full moon comes along, you're going to amplify that energy because it illuminates you, okay? So, or illuminates the energy or the feeling. So it's time to, and hence why the term lunacy comes from as well. The full moon can tip people into an unusual state or an unusual space, okay? Which is quite understandable if you're feeling that this week. All right, action to take from your heart. Look forward. So this is about walking along a new path. Now, it's number 41. 4 and 1 together is 5, which is change. But 4 is about you being organized and supported by the angels, and 1 is about you doing the work. All right? And the action, only you can do the action. Only you can visualize where it is you want to go. And if you don't know where you want to go, well, then it's time to get back outside. Talk to the fairies. Book yourself into studying something. Maybe it's a short course, maybe it's a certificate course, maybe it's just a weekend workshop or an information evening, maybe it's a full-on year or 4 years of study. Get clear, all right? Plan ahead, plan for the big picture. That's the action to take. Affirmation for trust. When I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. When I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. All right. So this is very much about layering again. Okay, this came up in the Earth Magic Energy update earlier on in the week, and if you haven't looked at that, I highly recommend that you do. This is about the old stuff has now been shed, and it's time for you to start a new cycle and a new beginning. And this is where, if you've had a desire to do something, well, then it's time to action that. It's time to look into it, do some research, and how can you get yourself to that position. And it is very much about studying again. Maybe getting outside with the fairies and asking them to help you with your manifesting, because fairies are great with that. They help manifest all the time, and your creativity. So be creative around this full moon. The eve or the 2 nights before the full moon reaches its peak in particular is a great time for manifesting instantly, new things to come in very quickly. All right, so make some time to do a ritual on this full moon coming up, or any full moon for that matter if you're watching this at a later date, or a new moon, in order to plant your seeds. Okay, so if this resonates with you, that's awesome. Please have a look in the description box below. There will be a link. I haven't worked out how to link it straight to it, so you're going to have to copy and paste it into your browser to PayPal, where the extended version of this is $8.88 of pile number 2 for the moss agate. And it's about, we're going to break all of this down with tarot, okay, and get into the nitty gritty, get a bit more clarity around what it is, okay, where you're going, and things like that. All right, so thank you very much for watching, and if you wish to continue to watch, then thank you. All right, pile number 3 is the citrine, all right, which is about you feeling, knowing that you're safe for a start, because it's about courage and confidence as you move forward on your path, all right, and manifesting as well, joy, happiness, and increasing your energy and increasing your power. All right, so what lights you up? Protected. This card jumped out while I was shuffling. All right, and it says you are safe and supported while you change your career. Now, if you've watched the other 2 piles, then they're all actually very connected this week as well. I'm feeling that, like they were the last reading that we did. What lights you up? You are protected at the moment, all right? I feel like there's a theme running through all of these piles where it's changed because of the energies that's going on a planetary activity at the moment. There is a lot of clearing out old cycles and stepping into new cycles, and some of us, me included in that, are feeling a little bit out of, like a fish out of water, because we're not sure where to go next or what to do next. But this is actually letting you know that you are being protected as you make the changes that are necessary for yourself. Okay, so what lights you up is understanding and knowing deep within you that you are fully protected. Now, how do you stay protected? Well, you call on Archangel Michael first and foremost. All right, if you're connected to any other ascended masters, archangels, or spiritual beings, then you call on them to assist you. But know that you'll always have your needs met and a roof over your head, okay, and food in your belly. Know that. So you are safe, all right? How do you stay illuminated? You listen to your intuitive feelings. Now, when you're in that space of indecision or transition from one to another, it can feel a little bit it can feel very uncomfortable, and we sometimes slip into the old programmed conditionings of worry and stress and anxiety, or maybe even depression about what do I do, where do I go, how do I make money, how's this gonna, and we get frustrated. But you remember, and what happens is you end up shutting down your intuition. You end up, because of all of the worry that you're going through. So take a few deep breaths in, take yourself outside and get creative, or do things that you know will help you to center and align yourself. Because it's when you feel into your feelings, you understand which way to go better. All right. Now, I had an incident today, just as an example, where I needed to get something sorted out, and I have avoided doing this because it makes me uncomfortable being in that situation and around those surroundings. However, as an empath, I pulled up my socks and I faced my fears, and I knew I was protected the whole time. I asked for somebody to be of assistance who was kind and compassionate. Now, I actually didn't get that person initially. However, I took a deep breath and I aligned and centered myself right there and then. And in effect, I actually brought the energy up to a higher vibration, not only for myself, but for the other person. And while I was doing that, I sent them love, and I asked the angels to send them love. And therefore, that other person calmed down, and I calmed down, and I listened to my intuition better about the information that was coming to me from this person in a very calm, in a very considered manner. And so what I'm saying through here, I know I'm going into an explanation, but I'm trying to help you understand that it's important that you use your spiritual tools and your spiritual gifts in any situation to help you tune in and listen to your intuition more. Okay, if you're getting really overwhelmed, then it's important to come back to center. Take a few deep breaths, call on angels for help or spirit for help, and realign yourself. Now, I also doused myself with my Shine Your Light roll-on prior to the event as well, so I was extra protected and extra aligned. Why is it glowing? The lady in the mirror, the lady of the mirror, reflection and non-judgment. All right, it's glowing because you can see with clarity what is happening. You're observing yourself and you're observing the situation, and you can see from the outside what's actually going on. So you're detached from any emotional stuff, and you can see with clarity what is working and what is not working for you at the moment. Okay? Which is awesome, because there's a difference between feelings and emotions. Okay? Feelings is something, it's like an instinct. Feelings. Emotions is the behavior of the feelings. All right? So remember to rise above anything that's going on by grounding yourself, alrighty, especially if it's turmoil within you, and check in with your own inner observer, all right, and just look at the big picture of what's going on, and treat yourself as your best friend, all right, because you are your best friend. How would your best friend treat you? With love and compassion. Treat yourself in that manner. Action to take from your heart. You are safe. See, this is confirming. You're absolutely safe as you go through this wobbly part. All right, you're absolutely safe as you're going through this transition, and you're absolutely safe as you're walking on unfamiliar ground, and you're making changes that are new to you, and you're allowed to feel uncomfortable because they're new. Yeah, you haven't got a grasp of them yet. And if you always had a grasp of whatever it is that you're going through, then you'll be very stagnant. So you are safe. Action to take is, like I mentioned, use your spiritual tools. What have you learned? How can you keep yourself grounded? How can you keep yourself aligned? How can you keep yourself centered? You've learned many along your way. Breathing, deep breaths is one. Maybe carrying crystals, aromatherapy, okay? The shield of light, the spray or the roll-on that I've channeled through. There are so many different aspects, different tools that you have at your disposal. Are you using them, okay? To support yourself. Affirmation for trust. True healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. All right, and this, it's all connected. I love the way the cards work. All right, true healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. Well, I'm going to say to feel whatever emotions live below the triggers. Okay, so if you're feeling sad, cry. If you're feeling grief, cry. If you're feeling anger, scream, shout, do what you need to do, what's necessary for you. Alrighty? So if this resonates with you and you'd like to break it down more, then by all means, in the description box below, there's information about the extended reading, which will be $8.88, which is another sort of 10 to 15 minutes. We'll be using tarot cards just to break it all down, and it's a pay by PayPal. Okay, I'm also available for 15-minute video private recorded readings if you're interested. They're $30 for 15 minutes, and I do private online video readings with you for 30 minutes and 45 minutes, and I also do healings as well. So thank you very much. Namaste to you all. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and if you've enjoyed this, then like and share so other people can feel the love as well. Alrighty, namaste. Thank you very much. Be you, be true to you.